Bobby, back in this series on eliminating your nice guy behaviors and passing women's tests, where little by little, we're gonna break each and every nice guy habit holding you back from not only success with women, but success in all areas of your life. I call it becoming unchained, because nice guy habits really are like chains holding you back from what you really want, who you really want. So let's get into today's lesson. Let me ask you though, what do these three situations have in common? First, you lend a girl money, she tells you she's gonna pay you back in a week, but now a month has gone by and neither of you have brought it up, even though you really need the money. Second situation, a girl cancels plans for the second time in a row. You tell yourself you're gonna wait till she takes the initiative to invite you to hang out, but then you give in and send a text asking her to hang out again. Third situation, you're on a date with a girl. She's on her phone texting one of her friends the entire time. Inside, you're pissed and annoyed, but you plaster a smile on your face and act like everything is hunky-dory fine. So what do they have in common? In all three situations, the man is displaying a lack of personal boundaries. In essence, he's willing to take shit and swallow it with a smile on his face because he's afraid that if he stands up for himself, he'll lose the girl. Lack of personal boundaries is one of the core issues that men face in their dating lives that actually transfers over to their business and professional lives too. So what are personal boundaries? Personal boundaries are when you essentially draw a line in the sand and you say to yourself mainly, this is behavior I won't tolerate no matter how attracted to a woman I am, no matter how interested in her I am, I will not tolerate this behavior and I'm willing to walk away. Because here's the thing, every time that you accept shitty behavior, every time you give in, you're chipping away at your self-respect. And when you do that, you chip away at the self-respect other people provide you. Here's a hint you lack personal boundaries. Are you afraid to bring something up or confront a girl because you're afraid the conflict will scare her away? If you lack personal boundaries, you tend to resist conflict. But the thing is, the minute someone notices this, they unconsciously realize that they have power over you. Let me be clear about something. Displaying personal boundaries is not about using a tactic to attract a girl. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna display boundaries so that I can, it's about self-respect. It's about integrity. It's about character. And these traits are attractive naturally. It's about living life on your terms. It's about being unapologetically you. And the ironic thing, like I said, is that when a woman encounters a man who has strong boundaries, she knows that he values and respects himself, and then she makes this assumption that he's a man of strong character, and that draws her in. So what's the first step? Well, the first step is being honest about what you're not willing to accept. You gotta be honest about it. It could be things like saying yes to things I don't wanna do, not calling someone out who mistreats you, allowing someone to take advantage of your generosity, right? Giving constantly, just always giving without getting an equal amount in return from a girl or even from a friend or anybody. Make your list of things you won't accept. Define them and then communicate them. You do this by saying things, I find flaky girls are frustrating to deal with, so tell you what, ball's in your court. If you want to hang out, you got my number. Girls might not like it. You might even lose a few of them, right? But they will respect it. Now, in the meantime, if you're looking for a girlfriend, like a serious girlfriend, not just casual sexual encounter, personal boundaries is just one of the qualities you must have to be able to keep that cool, hot girlfriend. They're not going to put up with a guy that lets them walk all over them. They are the foundation. One last thing though, a couple of times a week, I hold an online class called 3 Steps to Verbally Arousing a Woman. And if you find it difficult to move things past that platonic friendly level with a woman and you can't take things sexual, I highly suggest registering for the free online training. There's a link below and you can register for the next class completely free. I go over things like, we talk a lot in this video about, defining your boundaries. A lot of it is about being unapologetically sexual. We haven't gotten into that yet, but in the class that I teach, we talk about how to display this more sexualized persona that keeps you out of the friend zone.